So lads and lassies, if you remember, I went down to the National Railway Museum some weeks ago, and I made a video about it. And there was one particular scene, which wasn't really related to the whole thing altogether, but worth mentioning, that I put on that video. Here's the clip.
Should be some... Oh. Yeah.
Yep. I found them. Now, obviously, you're probably thinking, Aiden, you are a 17-year-old who makes Thomas content on YouTube. Do you really expect us to think that you would purchase an All Engines Go product, given how so many people hate it for being a cash grab? Yes. This cost me £17. So, lads and lassies, today we're going to be looking at the All Engines Go Trackmaster 2 Gordon. Now, Gordon has obviously been a favourite of mine for many years, and since All Engines Go came out, and when I first heard it, I absolutely adored Gordon in it. Not just because Neil Crone reprised his role as Gordon, but also because I just like Gordon. And the way they've portrayed Gordon in All Engines Go is quite interesting for me, because he's not the 462 wheel configuration that we all know. He's a 262, which, given that his design on his boiler, he would be an LNER V2, which is what William is in my brand new series. So let's take a look at the packaging. So, oh, my camera would focus. So starting off with the packaging, we can see pretty much some recognizable features already. We got the Thomas and Friends logo here, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they didn't choose the All Engines Go logo with it, but hey-o. We got Gordon's name here, along with a picture of him from the show, which, honestly, given what the model looks like, it's pretty accurate. Then we've also got the aging for the product, then the thing for it saying that it's motorized, obviously, if you couldn't tell, because it's the red thing there. It is really difficult to do this when you have a camera that's, when you're literally looking at a camera like you're looking in a mirror. And, of course, we do have the Fisher-Price logo, which is a very recognizable company name for Thomas branding, especially when it came to Trackmaster and Tomy. Fisher-Price were making quite a lot of products about Trackmaster, well, Thomas in general. So it's nice to see that their branding is still part of the franchise. And we got quite a lot of stuff on the back. So we got a big picture of the big blue man himself, literally staring into your own very being. Thomas logo again here. Again, why does it not say All Engines Go? That's a bit odd. And then we got 5 different interpretations of his name. And then we've just got a bunch of, like, warning stuff and health and safety that you need to find on every single product like this. Just notice, there's the Hit Entertainment logo. So, without further ado, we need to get this bad boy open. I don't think I've got anything to open this one. Right. I got this a Stanley knife. I got them. Before I get them, I'm gonna double check and see if there isn't. Aha! They've always got these, and it's... Yes, it's exactly what I thought it was. None other than 20 different languages on how to put in a battery. There we go. Well, obviously, it wouldn't have batteries in by default. Do you think Mattel are generous people? Here is... I'll just go Gordon, and if I just uncouple the tender for just a sec, look at the main man himself. So, we got the face, which is, pretty much like the face on the back of the box. Only it looks less, staring into your soul. For the reboot it has managed to replicate Gordon in the best way possible. It does look like Gordon from All Engines Go. And the back, obviously it's nothing, and there's just sort of like this big long-ass, coupling hook here, which is what quite a few engines have had. I don't know why they have to make it that long. It just looks like it'd be an easier way to just yank it off, because these were quite easy to yank off back in the day. Although these feel like a stronger plastic than what Trackmaster and Tomy had. I'm gonna be flat here. This does feel, the smoke box here in the funnel, that feels like proper plastic, but this feels like, but the boiler and everything else, so like everything that is in black, so all blue components and all that, they feel like they've been sanded down a wee bit, so that way they have a nice, smoother finish. You can kind of see, I don't know if you'd be able to see on camera, yeah, but there's like, if you can tell, right where my, this finger is, you can see a little seam line where the boiler's assumedly being placed on. It's the same thing on the other side as well. But it's very unnoticeable, so nobody's gonna notice. Why am I criticizing it for stuff like that? This is a kid's item, not a Hornby Flying Scotsman with realistic chuffing sound. Face, too, like, it feels like it has a bit of a... It does feel like these were kind of like stick-ons and then like super glues. If you rub your fingers over the eyes, the eyebrows, and the mouth, well, it's just the eyes and the mouth, it kind of feels like... Oh, it is the eyebrows as well. They kind of feel like separate decals instead of like paint, instead of like, what would you call it, like painted on. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like how they've gone for that, but it feels more simplistic than what they did with their older stuff. I know that's because they were using models in the show and then CGI models, but it's still 3D faces technically in All Engines Go, so could they maybe stick to that? Moving on to his tender, which feels superbly light, like compared to what Gordon is. This feels like I'm holding a Backman tender. This feels like I'm holding Gordon's Backman tender, which, from what people have been telling me, his tender along with several others are quite light and easily come off. So scratch over that. So here's the tender. Here's the back. Well, technically the front of it, with the big weird coupling. It moves about, which is something I've never seen from Tomy and Trackmaster and the previous Trackmaster 2. And I wish that could have been a thing, because that means it would be easier to traverse through corners much easier. And it also means it's a lot less easier to... It's a lot easier to not break the damn thing. Strangely, he has buffers on the front. I don't know why. But unlike what Gord... Oh no, both of them don't have them painted, so that's a bit of a... That's a bit of a bummer, but hey, oh, again, it's a kid's toy. And then we got the sides, which are literally pretty much identical. However, there are a few dents, like small wheeler like dents on the models, which is kind of odd. I don't know if that's like a factory error, or how it was placed in the box, or how I used the Stanley knife, but that is a bit odd. And then we got the coupling on the back, which is just it's just like stuck there. It's not like what Gordon has on himself. I don't like how the fact these wheels, however, the wheels feel too plasticky, if that makes sense. Like, if you feel a Thomas if you feel like a Thomas Trackmaster, or Tomy item, the wheels are obviously plastic, but they don't feel like cheap plastic, which I don't get why it would need me to pay £17 for something like this. He does have the good old-fashioned Trackmaster 2 traction tires, which are always a pleasure to see, because from what I've seen, they are much more stronger than Trackmaster 1 and Tomy traction tires. The coupling system seems pretty easy, actually. This is the easiest coupling I have ever seen. I like that. Right, so what do I think about All Engines Go Gordon? This is my final views on it. Well, I do like the fact that they did display the character itself pretty well. It does look like All Engines Go Gordon. If I put Gordon here and have a picture of All Engines Go Gordon on the other side of the screen, you can tell that it does look pretty accurate to the actual character. So, brownie points for that, I suppose. I do have a gripe of some decals not being painted, like the bits on the wheels and the buffers. I always have a problem whenever they don't paint the buffers. I don't like how the fact the wheels are too plasticky. But then again, like I said, this is a kid's item, so you're not really expecting high quality stuff yet. This is something that you know is going to get broken very soon, the moment it comes out of the box. Coupling system is the easiest coupling system I've ever experienced. Like, seriously, I can just go days upon days just doing this, and it wouldn't cause me any trouble. But apart from that, there's not really much else I can say about the product. Now, if there is footage of me running this thing, I will put it at the end of this video. But at this moment in time of the video, that's going to be the end of today's first ever review. Don't expect me to do more reviews like this. I don't really purchase a whole lot of stuff, so I may do these on the odd occasion. We'll see what happens. Thank you all, lads and lasses, so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure you leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. And if this is the first video that you've seen by me, then please make sure you do leave that subscribe button touched and hit that ding-dong bell, so that way you never miss an upload just like this one, along with my many other content. Thank you all, lads and lasses, so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, lads and lasses!